How much does that run, by the way?
Oh, $1,200.
$1,200. Holy shit. Oh, I probably should not curse here. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to be standing here with Mr. Brian O'Halloran. Sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. Wow, you have ladies and gentlemen watching this?
There's something wrong with our feed.
Okay.
Well, that's all I'll say. Okay. But nonetheless, how's things here at GalaxyCon?
GalaxyCon, I've been doing quite a few of them over the years, and GalaxyCon is some of the best productions that go on here. Great guests, great vendors, great authors, great comic book guys. So Columbus, you can't go wrong with Columbus. You got 4 universities in town. You have one of the best, places to have food and stuff. So Columbus always turns out.
Excellent. I want to ask you about a role of yours that I'm sure maybe many people don't talk about. Which is Will from the movie Vulgar.
Yeah.
I thought you did a very good job of portraying Will's turmoil and whatnot in the film. So how did you prepare for that role?
So Will Carlson is a character I played in a movie called Vulgar, written, directed, and co-starred Kevin's good friend, Brian Johnson. You may know him from the Tell 'em Steve Day podcast, also known from the Comic Book Men TV series on AMC. So studying for that role, a young man who's a party clown for kids, who's not making enough money, so he decides to be a party clown for adults, and his first gig goes horribly wrong and kind of gets assaulted. I'm not going to spoil it for people, but in studying for that role, I studied people who've been assaulted before and the repercussions that happen afterwards, and the feelings of guilt and the feelings of fear afterwards stuff. So I did some case studies that I found, and then the rest of it was just tapping into what might be the pain that someone would feel after something like that.
Do you have any upcoming projects? I know you're heavily into producing now as well as acting. Do you have any projects coming down the pike, so to speak?
Yeah, I'm currently producing and directing a documentary about a paleontologist who just made this really incredible discovery recently out in Montana. So we were out in Montana at this dig site, watching him and his crew work on this find that they're working on, and they haven't released it to the press yet or to the people out there in the science community just yet to make sure until they know exactly what they have. So a friend of mine is a good friend of his, and they asked me to come out and with the crew and document that whole process. So that's what I'm working on at the current moment. But we also have a TV show called Heavy Hitters. We've done 2 seasons of it that we filmed. We've yet to release that. It's about young men who get recruited by Major League Baseball from high school, and you're following these 6 different families who have kids in various parts of the country, and even some in the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico who get recruited and scouted. And so I play the father of the star catcher that everybody's trying to draft. So hopefully Heavy Hitters comes out next year, either on Major League Baseball's network, or we might try to get it on Netflix. And then hopefully we do another Jay and Silent Bob movie next year. That's what I've been given the heads up by Kevin a couple of months ago about. And we'll see where we go from there. I just recently had a cameo on the Cartoon Network show Smiling Friends, if anybody's a fan of that. I was just on season 3, episode 7 of that. And earlier this year I was on the competition show The Floor.
So if I may ask just 2 more questions here real quick. First one, what legacy do you think the character of Dante has in pop culture?
I think the legacy that Dante has, Kevin wrote Dante pretty much based on his own life. Like, Kevin wrote Dante as the clerk he is, while Randall was the clerk he wished he could be. It's like the good and bad of what Kevin's personality is. But I think I believe Kevin has a love for Dante and Randall in that aspect, that Dante is the guy just trying to get by with doing the best he can and trying to be true to himself, but also just not rock the boat, so to speak. He says in the movie, either poop or get off the pot. And here it is, he goes through this entire cycle of life where heartache happens and he lost. Meanwhile, the very first movie, he's directionless, overeducated, underemployed, not knowing what he wants. The second movie, here they were thinking their life is flashing before them. They're in their 30s, and then finally in Clerks 3, here they are in the late 40s, early 50s, going like, man, what have I done with my life? So it's a good arc of a story for both Dante and Randall, and Jay and Silent Bob for that matter. And the fact that we were able to bring our audience along for that ride for 30 some odd years is a testament for him as a filmmaker and a writer, but also us as these people portraying these characters and showing you, how life can be.
Okay, final question. How many times this weekend has somebody tried to give you their screenplay?
None.
Oh, okay.
None. I don't think people come here to give a screenplay, to be honest with you. I think they love to go, like, remember that time you were in that movie and you said that you weren't supposed to be here today? 37 in a row? Or hey, try not to suck any on the way through the parking lot. You know, you get a lot of that here.
Okay. Where can folks find you on the internet?
Brian C, as in Christopher, Brian C. O'Halloran on Instagram, Brian C. O'Halloran on X, the Brian C. O'Halloran on Facebook.
All right. Thank you very much for chatting with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.